What up? It's Ace OG. Back into the top, back into the video. So the title of this video is gonna be DoorDash said, yo, she said FAWK, a plan B. So we're gonna talk about it. So admin notes, thanks again, all subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep pushing the video out. You leverage, you ready yourselves. So it's a really brick Thursday morning in DC. It's kind of cold out here, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it's all good. This is my type of weather. I ain't even gonna front because I walk and I work out a lot, whatever. So like doing walks like this in the cold is good. It's good for your skin, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get into it. So DoorDash said, FAWK, a plan B. So I'm sitting here like, what do you mean by plan B? You mean like the plan B pill? Right? She wasn't talking about that. She talking about plan B like as far as like, you know, if your original plans fall through, you know, that's it. It's over and done with. Like, you know, you're not. There's no alternative. You know what I'm saying? Either you work out that particular plan that you had, or it's just a wrap. Like there is no plan B at all. So I'm gonna give my own anecdotal experience when it comes to something like this, and then I'm gonna give my spiel as far as like why I believe that you should be kind of careful with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she was wrong by saying that. I'm just saying, you know, depending on what demographic you are and depending on what part of life you're in, you need to really kind of think about that, right? So summer of 1998. So if anybody knows what they were doing in summer 1998, drop some comments in the comment section below. Let me know what y'all was doing. But the whole summer of 1998, I was in basic training for the Army. I went to basic training May of that year, and then my first job in the Army was an administrative assistant. I did that for about a little bit over 6.5 years before I transitioned over to IT. But I did my basic at Fort Jackson, South Carolina, and then the admin school was actually on that base. So once I graduated, I literally drove like barely a mile down the road to my what they call AIT, Advanced Individual Training, and that lasted until September. So literally the whole summer of 1998, I was in training, trying to be a soldier. And you know, I had not felt Southern heat until that time. I'm from Virginia originally, born and raised here. You know, so I mean, of course it gets hot here, but I'm telling you, y'all, anybody that's in the Midwest watching this video, anybody that's from the West Coast, yo, during the summertime, if you go down to the South, anything past the middle of North Carolina, going south, it's different, y'all. That heat is different. I spent 3 years in Augusta, Georgia, and I'm telling you, it was extremely hot. You know, but that particular summer, it was really hot, y'all. It really was. It was blazing hot. Like to the point, we had this thing called hydration formation when I was in basic. So, so what that was we all was in formation. The drill sergeant would say open ranks march. The formation would open up, and then we had to take a canteen of water, full canteen of water. We always had 2 canteens on our sides filled with water, right? And then the drill sergeant would yell out, drink water, and we had to drink the whole canteen, literally gulp the whole canteen. Now, if anybody has ever seen a military canteen before, it's not small, yo. So we had to do that, and then we had to turn the canteen over our heads to make sure that nothing dropped out. No water, not one drop. If anything dropped, you had to do, I think, like 20 to 25 push-ups right then and there, in the heat, right? So there wasn't playing around. But something, the first day that happened, I want to say that would have been probably about week 3 when that happened. I was in like a reception platoon for like the first week and a half, and then I went to my actual platoon for basic after that. But the first day that happened, something clicked in my mind. Now, I already had this kind of in my mind when before I even left to go to basic. But something clicked to where after I drank that water and I turned that canteen over my head, I said to myself right then and there in my head, I'm like, this is it. This is ride or die. This is there's no plan B. You know what I'm saying? Like either I pass basic training or it's over and done with. There was no turning back at all. No turning back. Because I had nothing to come back to. You know, I was 20 years old. I had spent all of my life in the projects. Not to say I had a hard life, but you know, living a project life is not an easy life. I don't care how shielded your parents had you when you was in the hood. I don't care how much of a nice person that you thought you were, or you try to be. Like it's no joke, y'all. They don't call it a concrete jungle for nothing. It's hard, right? And you know, I was in a part of my life where I knew that I needed to leave, and I was failing out of college. And I'm like, if I don't have college, I have nothing. I didn't have no job. I was still living with my mom, my grandmother. So I got to go. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, after that formation, I'm sitting here in my mind. I went hard, like seriously. Like there was nothing gonna stop me. No devil in hell was gonna stop me from past basic training. I had nothing to come back to. There was no plan B at all. You know what I'm saying? I mean, honestly, because I didn't have, you know, a strong male figure in my life when I was growing up, I didn't know how to have a plan B. You know, you'd be surprised how shielded people from the projects are from life as a whole. Like, there was a lot of things that I was exposed to within that first year in the Army that, like, it blew my mind. It really did. Like, you know, it's a crazy situation. But I had no guidance. I had nothing to tell me myself that I needed a plan B, right? Now, as an adult with a wife and 3 kids, and a mother-in-law that I take care of in my house, you know, I have to, I can't be in a situation where I don't have a plan B. I have multiple plans if anything fails. Now, as far as being a man, most men have to do that. Most men have to be in a position to where they have backup plans, because you don't want to be in a situation where, you know, something fails, and then you're in a situation where you have to explain to your spouse, right, that the rent's not gonna get paid this month, or, you know, hey kids, you can't have this month or for a while, or worse yet, we don't have any food. I can't pay for any food, right? Now, let's put DoorDash's situation in perspective. She said in this video, if I'm not mistaken, that, you know, that she has no kids, she didn't have a spouse, and I want to say she even said that, you know, at that point in her life when she actually went all in as far as doing DoorDash, that, you know, she was willing to even be living in her car. So suffice it to say that, you know, she was in a situation to where there was nothing significant that she could lose that would have her not go all in to what she was doing in life, right? Same thing with her, you know, quitting DoorDash to be full-time YouTuber. There's nothing, you know, in her life right now, from what I can tell, that will have her in a situation to where she needs to have a plan B, right? Now, she said in this video, whatever, that, you know, you need to go hard and doing things like that. But I'm telling you right now, and I'm addressing this to anybody, whether it be a man or woman, but especially to men, they got responsibilities. You cannot be in a situation to where you got responsibilities and not have a plan B. I'm telling you. And like I said, I'm not saying anything to discredit what she was saying, because to be quite honest, most entrepreneurs that you know and that you've seen, you know, in the media, and maybe even folks you even know in life that actually have been very successful in finance, they went all in at one point in their lives to make sure that they had the best outcome when it came to what they were doing. I totally believe in that, but I also believe in making sure that I'm not screwed over if I put all of my eggs in one basket. That's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? In the military, there's no such thing as having a plan, not having a plan B, right? If I'm on a mission and something happens and that mission, you know, is not conducive to what we're trying to do as a whole, we gotta abort. And if you're aborting, what are you doing? You're executing the plan B. So anyways, I'm not gonna belabor the topic or whatever, but I just wanted to give my little spiel on what she said last night on video. I mean, it's Like I said, it's a concept that a lot of folks have done in the past and have been successful. But then a lot of folks have done this concept, and it worked out extremely horrible for them. So I'm trying to make sure that, you know, that folks really have this thing in perspective. Like, seriously, in perspective. With her being a single, not a single, but yeah, a single woman. I'm not sure if she's dating or not, whatever, but, you know, a woman that's not married and don't have kids, and she doesn't have anybody she has an obligation to. I mean, she can do what she want to do. She has total freedom to do what she want to do. But a lot of folks watching her videos don't have that type of freedom. They're not in that type of space. So just be smart. You know, don't be fooled by the fluff. Because you know, like I said, if you got anything to lose, it's just not a good look for you not have a plan B. All right. So you want me to discuss the topic or subject in the benefit to your channel? Email acemeterog757@gmail.com. My email address is in the description below. Say so, OG, signing out. I'm gone.